Yep, we're here. We're going to try to pull up the rest of the game on this computer. I was able to watch it downstairs on the. Oh, it's an 11-point. Almost an 11-point game.
Oh, they fought back. I
Yeah.
walked out of the room and left for 2.
79. You know the Pacers. Hey, you never know how they go.
This is what they do. This is exactly what they do.
But they should lose this game.
Yeah.
I tried that recommendation. I don't want to say it on here. That you mentioned in the chat for the game.
Oh.
it was awful. It did not
Really?
work. It kept reloading or being deleted. And yeah, I was like, nah, I'm good.
You got to pick the other one. One of them. I know which one you picked for it to keep deleting.
Okay. And I don't know what's going on. I don't know what happened to ESPN because now I'm able to watch it. So and for the first couple of games, you could watch it with the ESPN Plus subscription. And then all of a sudden it just went away. And now it's right back. So I don't know if they just turned it on for game 7. But yeah, it's I can watch it now. Which I got it up now just in case anything crazy happened, which I doubt.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, as like we were saying in the chat, man, because I was watching because I missed game. It's some turnaround jumper, and she was like, "Oh my God, what a play!" Just hyping him up, and Sheldon.
Do it again. It did it again, Ken. What'd you say? It did it twice.
Did it twice, boy. Remixed it twice.
Yeah. How many points did Chet score in game 6?
Dude, in game 6, I can't remember.
I thought it was like 14 or less. It was
something like that, yeah. And that's all I was thinking about was, dang, Chet is a champion.
Sonny texts me saying worst NBA season ever. He's a Boston fan, by the way.
Oh.
So take that.
How is he a Boston fan? But all right.
You can't talk.
What you mean?
You're a Knicks fan.
I don't have an NBA team.
It's not the Knicks.
No, you don't have one in your city.
I'm saying I don't have one in my city. So I would always adopt what's in my city.
Yeah. Oh, he's from South Carolina.
Okay, what they got to do with Boston? That's what I'm saying. Like, how you get the? That's a random one for me.
But he ain't got no because like I told you before, you watch what was shown mostly. Boston was on, so I'm sure that's probably why.
I don't know.
That ain't it for me.
Like most of the like as far as football goes, like most of the dudes from where I'm from are Cowboys fans, or one of the teams that you see often. It's what you see on TV mostly.
Yeah, that's bullshit.
And you was gonna be a Boston or a Lakers fan. Track's agenda, the Hornets wasn't around for a lot of these people. So I'm
not a natural Knicks fan. I'm an adopted Knicks fan. Like I was rocking with Melo in Denver, then he moved to New York, and I was like, okay, this is where I Melo seems happier here than he did in Denver at some point, or at most points.
So it started with Melo. I didn't realize that's
but you could have let him go.
Nah, because I was rooting for Rondo. Melo and Rondo are my 2 favorite basketball players.
But when they're not on the Knicks, you could have just let the Knicks go.
I needed a team, and they ain't won in a while, so I like rooting for the underdog.
You don't need a team.
I need a team, man. It gives you stakes. It gives you shit to talk about. It's the highs and lows. It's the only reason why I feel like to be a good sports analyst or entertainer, whatever, you have to have a team. I don't trust no nigga that don't got no team. That don't make sense. I don't even want to talk sports with them because you have no perspective.
Ken ain't got no team, Nick.
I've had teams. I don't have a team now.
He ain't got a team.
He ain't got a team. He's gonna tell nobody, Nick.
Exactly. He got a team.
I
feel like he's loyal to the Steelers. He keep on saying
that same
he keep on saying his cousin or his brother, whoever the hell is in his family.
His cousin is himself.
No, I've been there. The Chiefs, the Chiefs, the Rockets, and in baseball, like Manny, it was the Mets for a long time. In college, it was Notre Dame. And in baseball, I switched to the Boston Red Sox because you're speaking of underdogs, they were my underdog. And then I got old and it was like, I can't be dealing with this stress.
Yeah,
and I rooted for LeBron for a good while.
I think everybody rooted for LeBron in the beginning.
Yeah,
I had to let that fandom go. It wasn't the decision; it was the Boston Celtics series where he took his jersey off after they lost.
I remember that.
That's when I was like, "Ah, yeah, I'm done with it." He's going in a different direction than I thought.
And wait. So once Wade retired, and I forgot what happened with Kansas City. Because I was there with Montana, Priest Holmes. Like that was the last.
Was Marcus Allen there too?
I can't remember, but
Marcus Allen was there.
The Red Sox was Manny Ramirez, Pedro Martinez, that group.
Yeah.
You know, the Mets was Mike Piazza. It's really
I hated them. I hated them. Now Darryl Strawberry and Dwight Gooden, I rooted for them secretly, but I'm a Braves fan, so you know, Superstation TBS showed the Braves every game, so that's all I saw. So that's what I love.
Yeah, that 90s run the Braves had. I wish I was in Atlanta around that time. That and Freaknik. Those are the two times I wish I was in.
Mm-hmm.
So, it's a 12-point game with 4 minutes left. Hey,
let's talk about the narrative, Ken. It's the elephant in the room that at least I see that someone should bring up on Monday or Tuesday or whatever. Tyrese Haliburton had he's got the heart of a champion, but he had the ankles of a loser. And he's gonna be excused for this because this is now gonna be the biggest what if. One of the biggest what if is NBA history.
Yes.
What if Tyrese Haliburton played that second half or played the full game?
Yeah, this takes the place of the KD.
Yeah, exactly. It's just right injury up there. You know what I'm saying? And it was even worse for Golden State because they lost Clay and KD, I think, in the same game or some shit or something like that. But SGA happy. He got bailed out.
Well, it ain't over yet, and he got 5 fouls too. So
I think this is it's
Jalen Williams, their best player anyway.
I ain't going that far. All I'm saying,
Jalen Williams be balling, Dick.
Hey, sometimes he falls asleep.
He ball when he want to.
Yeah, he'll disappear.
He could be like, remember what was it Victor Oladipo?
Mm-hmm.
Remember him? I think I look at Williams as like he could be another version of that. Well, I ain't saying he gonna be a superstar, but he could be somebody that get busy, like, you know what I'm saying, and can play defense. But he ain't consistent. I don't even think he give a fuck. I think he like being on a team. He like being a little slacker sometimes.
Yeah.
He don't always like to be the one that lead the group project.
He happy to be there.
I do think, and well, never mind. These turnovers killing them. I do think though that Halliburton's injury is probably a very unfortunate injury because it did take the momentum out of this game 7, especially in the second half.
It reminded me, Sheldon, of this. It's this clip on Family Guy where Peter's trying to run to second base, and as soon as he run, you look at the inside of his body, and somebody's calling up like management, like, bro, what the fuck is he doing? He know that this nigga, you can't run on this. Tyrese Haliburton had that diagnosis at least in game 6. I think before game 6 started, right?
It was
game 5, I believe.
Okay, yeah, so most people on TV talking about I get that it's the NBA Finals, but if this wasn't the NBA Finals, this motherfucker should be sitting out for about 5 weeks type shit. Because this could fuck you. This is the same similar shit that happened to KD. And I'm thinking about that, and I'm looking out again. I'm putting my mind into his ankles or his leg, whatever, his quadricep. And I'm like, all right, they could be like, all right, bro, we can get you to game 5. All right, bro, we can get you to game 6. By game 7, they're like, are you kidding me? You think we gonna hold up in high intensity basketball on that shit? Somebody should have been prepping TJ McConnell to run this whole offense. And I don't know if that's what they try to do, and this is what it looked like, but that's what I would have done because he was balling last game too.
This game too. I mean, he scored 14 straight points for them.
They should have been more prepped.
He's just turning the ball over too much.
Yeah, we're not gonna really rely on Haliburton until like we need to. Like I would have sat him till the fourth quarter.
Well, he was
let him start play 2 minutes. I should say let him start play 2 minutes. Then sit his ass to the fourth quarter.
He was hot though, and when it started, he hit them 3 threes, and it looked like it was gonna be.
What that matter now? What that matter now? The points has been evaporated, nigga.
Well, and I think that's going to be what people refer to was how hot he came out in this game, and it looked like he was ready to go get it, bro. Go win this game 7, and the what if will be because of that. Like if he came out, he was shitty, then what difference did it make? But him coming out being like super hot and scoring all those, like he was ready to make a statement, and then to go out. I get what people saying. Like I get like we have. As fans, we were robbed, but Haliburton was definitely robbed.
Ooh, that's the thing. Yeah, that's a hard ass foul. Neesman, he over here upset of himself.
It's crazy. I don't know if y'all saw it, but there was 3 torn ACLs in this playoffs, and all of them were number 0. So number 0 has been unlucky in these playoffs.
Yeah. So, but. Nick, I gotta give him credit for even getting them this far.
No, we ain't doing that.
Why not?
Okay, you can do it. All right, if you want to do it now, go ahead. Give him his flowers now, because I ain't saying that. I'm not waving no pom poms for second place, nigga.
No, like, getting this. I mean, to game 7 without. He could have easily sat down, bro. Fuck.
Yeah,
it's cool. We got the He should have sat down. That's the thing. Like I think at this point we can't. Either they started believing that Tyrese Haliburton is a superstar, like that's how the Indiana Pacers actually view him. You can disagree amongst people, but how the Pacers view him, if they look at him as their superstar, like, look, we can't do this shit without you. We need you to play regardless of how you feeling. And of course, he ain't gonna say no because he like, nah, nigga, we got here. We might as well go out swinging. But a Leroy in the room would say, like, bruh, the fact that you even got here physically is the miracle, not the fact that it's game 7. Because right now that motherfucker look like it's about to pop. So unless you want to do, you can't do the whole game. But if you could do certain spots, maybe. That's what I'm thinking. That's how I feel like these teams should be working with the medical staff. It's like, all right, bro, like give me the maximum amount of time that I need to be on this motherfucker, and then I'll kind of gauge it from there. Because if you really trust Indiana, the reason why I bring that up is like if you really trust Indiana, they don't have a superstar. So you should be able to keep an offense flowing, especially what you've seen from TJ McConnell. The fact that they just kept feeding the high hand with Haliburton, I feel like it just overused them. Granted, it's game 7, so it's hard to really argue against it. But then like if worst case scenario happens, then what happens? That deflates your whole team. These niggas don't know what the hell they doing.
I guess you look at it now and it's hindsight is 2020. But if he had kept playing and did not injure it, he did in the game before. If he had made it through this game and they won this game, all that would have been out the window. The fact that he got hurt is why people are going to look at it, of course. But hindsight is always 2020. You'll always see like we should have done this differently. We should have played it differently. I'm sure they were asking him how he was feeling the whole time. I didn't see him limping beforehand, so maybe they felt like the treatment was good enough to get him through the game.
We just
never know.
Ken, let me ask you this question: do you have any sympathy for KD for when he tore his Achilles in that finals? Do you hold it still?
I get KD wanting to play because it was the finals.
I ain't asked all that. I asked, do you have any sympathy for it? I know why KD played, but do you care? Did you care that he tore his Achilles in that finals and be like, oh, that was something that?
No, because they already had one.
Okay. That's how I feel about Haliburton in instant time. Not to say that they already had one, but like injuries are a part of sports. All right. It is what it is. Like if they would have won this game without him, or like at this point, this is gonna be a whole big ass Cinderella story about how the team itself is probably one of the greatest team non-stars of all time. Like, and he'll be a big part of how they got there. But nah, we don't care about second place. That's what I thought America was built on, Sheldon. Like niggas don't talk about okay. That's why we don't give a fuck about Jim Kelly in the NFL. He ain't one of the greatest quarterbacks ever. He ain't shit.
Right.
Because he missed the second place.
And it's like we talked about too earlier, like them if they go on to lose this series, which is looking like for sure they will.
Going on to.
Yeah. Well, we remember his performance throughout this playoffs because this man hit some of the best shots, biggest shots in the history of the game this playoff run. If they had went on to win this game, which if like we talk about, if it don't matter. But
yeah, I'm drinking water, so
what I was gonna say though, Nick, is if they had, all we'd have been talking about was his whole run. But because he lost, you're right. Anybody gonna say nothing about it?
Yeah, why would you? Why would you? What we go? Because at one point we're gonna start theorizing, and then that's when we're not talking about basketball anymore. We're talking about fantasy. You know what I'm saying? Like that's the whole point. That's the whole point of sports. The whole reason why people like sports is because it's definite. It shows that I beat you. I'm better than you. My team's better than you. My coach is better than you. My organization is better than you.
So let me ask y'all a question. Do y'all think that this was a good finals?
No.
Start with you, Nick.
No.
Went 7 games.
This is one of them 7 games farting to win series. It remind me honestly, Sheldon, I don't know if you remember this. Celtics titles run, because I told you I'm a Rondo fan. So Celtics titles run, I think this is the 07-08 season, whatever. They face first round of playoffs, the Atlanta Hawks with Mike Bibby and them. That motherfucker went 7 games, bro. Like imagine Ray Allen, KG, and all the. You would think it was Mike Bibby and them. They took them to 7 games. That's what Doc Rivers could. The whole legacy could be totally different if they lose that series to the fucking Atlanta Hawks, but they didn't. That series, if you watch that and watch this final series, you will probably feel the same. You'll get the same kind of entertainment, the same kind of what the fuck may happen type shit. This team's supposed to be better than that type shit. Yeah, I feel like I would enjoy it the exact same. And with that being said, then no, this is not going to be a memorable final. This is a fart to win NBA Finals.
I think it's on par for me the same way Denver, Boston was. All right. Good, not great, or good enough, not great. So I enjoyed it, and I think we got far more entertainment out of it than we expected. Nick, you thought they were going to win in 2. I
wanted to say 1. Yeah. I wanted to say 1.
Very few people gave Indy any chance in this final. Then it got to the point where we were like, dang, they may actually win this thing. Picked them to win. And of course, that was with Haliburton.
Right.
But I think given the 2 teams, it was good because it could have been a sweep. But I think we slept on Indy. I felt it would go 7. It did. And I do feel like we got robbed out of what Haliburton could have done.
You can't say we got robbed.
We got robbed.
Rob is when it's like a referee making a bad call. Rob is when some coach fucks up. You know what I'm saying? It's something that has to do with the actual game. His body giving up on him when we knew that he had a serious calf strain. That's not being robbed. That's science.
Nick, we got robbed though. And the only reason I agree with you, Ken, because we saw, like I said, we saw what he'd done since the first tip off of these playoffs. This man has been clutch time and time and time again. He lives for moments like what was going to happen tonight. That's why he was ready tonight. He was ready. you know, and you're right, his body did give out, but he came out blazing because he was ready.
He had no chance. So you talking to me about Game 7? He has no choice but to. There's no game after this.
Right, but you
ain't ready
know,
for Game 7.
But
you ain't ready for no games.
Right, but
and
you know most stuff.
Where was that? Where was that at in game? What was that game they lost? So they had to lead up. Game 4? Was that 4?
Game 5 and 4. 4.
Where
was one.
Where was that at? Where was that energy at, nigga? Because he was healthy then. That nigga averaged he had in the span of 2 games like less than 30 points or some shit like that. It was like, bro, what are you doing? You don't give a fuck, clearly, based on how you're playing. And now when you do, your shit busted.
It doesn't matter. It's about what he was ready to do tonight. He was the Haliburton
and Ken, the reason why I said what I said at the top of the show, and I see what y'all saying in the chat, and no Rob Costa, we don't care that this nigga from Canada.
Y'all don't even sing the national anthem.
I'm just saying, a lot of people are gonna be like, what if Haliburton? It's gonna be a what if, bro. And it is not gonna be about OKC and SGA getting their first chip. He doing something that damn near only Michael. I saw another Michael Jordan stat, Sheldon. They said that how many NBA players in a season won MVP and the NBA final, like a championship. It was a list of Steph Curry, now SGA, Bob Cousy, well, it was somebody, LeBron James, and Michael Jordan. But Michael Jordan was on that list 4 times, meaning that he did that shit.
That's crazy.
4 times. He the only nigga that did this shit. And I'm like, bruh, this nigga is that any record you look up, Michael Jordan is either number 1 or somewhere on the list. And it's
so what happens if SGA does that?
He just did it, and
I know,
now
we look
at his legacy different. This may be one of the greatest Mr. Nigga seasons ever.
Yeah. Well, I'll have my thoughts on that. I'll save it for Tuesday.
It's gonna be tough because we see the current state of the NBA and the way it is moving. This is the 7th champion in 7 years.
Now they show Haliburton giving a high five to the game on crutches.
Hey,
they try to put
all this shit.
Mikado going through the tunnel with
Nick,
towel over his head. Oh, they dramatic as hell. Oh, he crying now.
Nick, I got this for Ken. Nick, 18 points, 8 rebounds, 5 blocks in Game 7 and 1 steal.
She shooting the camera away. Like,
who is that, Ken?
Unfortunately, it sounds like it might be Chet.
Chet saved his best for last, and that was for Ken. He's an NBA champion. Can you believe that?
Now this white man.
Chet has done something Charles Barkley ain't done.
Shelton, just like America, it was built on the back of a black man. How about that?
Oh, Ken, that's another reason why I'm happy Indy didn't win. I don't like to see injury. I don't like to see injury in sports, so I'm not happy that Haliburton got hurt. But I'm happy that TJ McConnell didn't lead them to the championship, kid, because you're right. Because then I would have to be a Haliburton supporter because they're going to be like, this white man took us here and got us over the hump.
That's exactly. Hey, Nick, that would have been the exact story.
We knew it would be off the back of a.
That would have been the exact story.
He is a black man, kid. I seen his daddy, his Smeagol looking ass daddy. Oh.
His injury, I don't think we'll talk about it in the way that we talked about Kyrie getting hurt.
What do you mean by that?
Because I don't think we're going to care or even mention it. The only person they're going to really talk about this Haliburton injury in Game 7, Pacers fans. And first of all,
ain't none of them.
They probably really deserve to lose for that horrible slogan they got. What the hell is Pacers? Pace, yes, sirs, or whatever. Is that supposed to be yes, sirs?
Oh my
God, that is awful. Oh my God, that is terrible.
That's like somebody from 2015 time travel to the future and be like, I got some ideas.
Yeah, it's just like, what are y'all doing? So, yes, sirs. No, so they need a new marketing company.
Yeah,
but yeah, I don't think we'll look at it like that. Because I don't think it's that memorable of a loss for him. For this one, come out. Excuse me, he did come out smoking, and he got smoked. So
yeah,
his Achilles ended up smoking, and he's on the ground. But nevertheless, let's talk about the champs. SGA got it done. They've been the best team all year. They got tested, in this series. Damn, did my shit fuck up again?
It did, no. But not just now.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna switch computer Max for Tuesday.
You stuttered just now, and I thought it was doing it again, but it was
nah, that would just be stutter. That was my brain. But yeah, man, OKC got one. I felt like they've been the best team all year. They needed to do it. They had experience last year. And let me just cut to the chase. Fuck all the they too young excuse that Q and FIFA were trying to write for them. Nah, man, they've been dominating everybody this year. Mm-hmm. They had experience last year. They need to get the job done, and they did. And they got tested. And I think they relied on some of the experience. They got tested in this series by some blue-collar basketball players.
Yeah.
So, yeah. I think salute to them. And SGA got one. So.
Mm-hmm.
I think this is going to be remembered like one of the Bucks championship ring. Like it's great for them, but we could give a fuck. we move on real quick. This is not a memorable. Y'all remember that finals? That was a not memorable finals either. The Bucks versus the Suns. Yeah. It was like, okay, who gives a fuck? Glad that Giannis got a ring. He proved that he was Mr. Nigga.
And the funny part is they be, like that. They try to hype up that 50 piece that he got. They keep trying to bring up, man, 50 piece in Game 7, bro. We don't care, bro.
It's like everything you would want in a story. It's like Sheldon, if I wrote you like one of the best scripts ever, but I give you C-list, D-list actors to play, you be like, yeah, this is all right, but I can give a fuck about who playing these parts.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah,
that's what that can be. It's going to be interesting to see what Indiana look like next year with Haliburton out. I think Mathurin, he had like 24 tonight, which it is what it is.
You talking about 0-0?
Yeah, he should have a bigger role going forward.
He trying to take over that team, Ken. He gonna think he gonna be the main guy.
Yeah,
trust me.
He's had a couple of those games though, to where it's gonna be interesting. He showed he could play, and he what he has a knack for? Drawing fouls. He really know how to get to the free throw line.
Oh, like SGA?
Yeah,
I thought you were saying fouling.
Oh no. Drawing fouls. He know how to get to the line, and he'll get a bucket now. I think he ended up with 24, 26 points a day. So yeah, he's showing he nice. They're gonna have to give him some respect.
So, guys, we're gonna have a far more greater breakdown Tuesday, because I guess FIFO was pushing for this, then he dipped out on us. He ain't here. So I
hate when you tell me that, because that's why I be mean to FIFO.
but and I guess I know there was a big trade that took place tonight as well. We're gonna talk about that Tuesday too.
Now you gotta give him a quick take. I
don't even know if I have a take yet because it happened while we were recording. But Sheldon, what are your thoughts? Well, let's wrap up SGA and then we'll kind of.
I just want to get my. Again, Ken, you gotta respond to the email about the 1-800-Flowers sponsorship, because this is
you did say it.
I've been telling y'all KD was going to Houston, even though we all said a bunch of different teams. I've been telling y'all KD to Houston was going to happen.
You've been saying that for a long time,
and it was a fair trade, because I know everybody talking about KD. Oh, he gonna be 37. He gonna be this. I'm like, look, bro, the numbers in the game is still there. They not asking him to be OKC MVP KD. They asking him to close the fucking game, and that's one thing that KD still know how to do at a high rate. Now, of course, he injuries in here and there, but I ain't asking him to play 82 games. I need him to play 60. Give me 60 and we good. Mostly all home. Play all the home games and a few road games and we good.
Nah, he gonna have to play all the time, because you'll stunt them young dudes' growth, man. You got a team.
Bro, we ain't worried about the young dudes. If we was worried about the young dudes' growth, we wouldn't have traded. I'm saying that's not my team. They wouldn't have traded Jalen Green.
Jalen Green had to go, and I've been talking about Jalen Green all year.
And they wouldn't have traded the 10th overall pick if they was worried about developing young guys.
And I saw somewhere where the Suns are not going to keep Jalen Green either. They already got him on the move again. Jalen Green is proven. I told FIFO that one.
Good. That's not good.
Yeah, I told FIFO that one. I was like, man, look, Jalen Green may become a ball player one day, but he's not it yet. And that, you putting the ball in the basket, you can score, but you can't do much else. And immaturity showed a lot.
Jalen Green may end up being like a Ben McLemore.
Mm-hmm. Or Cam Reddish type.
Yeah, exactly. Where it's like, oh damn, we was wrong on this. Big time.
Yeah. So people
Sam Presti, goofy looking ass, assistant principal looking ass, over here getting his flowers now. Ken, we got to give a shout out to Sam Presti. He finally got that ring that he been chasing.
Hey man, I can't stand Pascal Siakam. He cost me money tonight. That's beside the point. Hey, Siakam has played in games that Kevin Durant tore his ACL, Dame Lillard tore his Achilles, Klay Thompson tore his ACL, and Haliburton tore his Achilles. Siakam is always on the court with somebody getting hurt. If you go down,
you always got them random ass fun facts about who was there. But my thing is going back to the KD. It's a fair trade. Houston gonna be in the Western Conference Finals next season.
Dang, Nick, that's big.
I'm trying to tell you, they're not done. They're not done.
That's big. That can go one or two ways.
They gonna try to get Trae Young too. If they get Trae Young, it's gonna be. I don't know if anybody can deal with all that, but they need one more move.
I didn't realize he played for all them teams. How many teams KD done played on now?
He started OKC, then he went to Golden State, then he went to Brooklyn, then he went to Phoenix. Now, this is fifth.
Dang.
Shit, he out here, man. The way he be traveling from team to team, he like fucking Mad Max, bro. He just all on the road. Who won Finals MVP? Do we know yet?
I don't think they said it yet.
I hope they don't do like Tyrese Haliburton when he just knew he had won that last series and he was going to get that trophy. Oh man, it better be SGA. He had 29.
Should have gave it to Jalen Williams.
Should have gave it to Chet.
They got to give it to SGA.
No, it'll be SGA.
Chet deserved that thing.
This finals, I don't know. This OKC team is just kind of like
no high flyers, bro.
I feel like this is the one for the analytics. This is the one that's just to prove the analytics, right? You can win a championship doing this way. And it's not entertaining. I'm sorry. Like, congrats to everybody who won, but in about 3-4 years, we ain't gonna give a fuck about this whole NBA run. This is gonna be a week. Because there's nobody that you think that there's nobody that you really care about on this team. Maybe SGA.
We got about 30 days to training camp, and then we got
to do our list and shit. Top 5, top 10.
Yeah, it'll be completely forgotten. We'll be like, who was that in the finals?
Once we get through July, basically after the 4th of July, we thinking about football.
Mm-hmm. Mm. Who would you have liked to have seen, Nick, in the finals if you had your pick?
My pick would have been
outside of the Knicks.
Outside of Knicks, yeah.
It was the Timberwolves versus the Knicks, or it was going to be the Timberwolves versus the Celtics.
That would have been, and I'm saying just any team. I'm not even saying the teams that were.
Yeah, that's the one. That's the one that I wanted to see.
Oh, just any out of any teams?
Yeah.
What about you, Ken?
Definitely the Wolves, because I think Ant would.
That's what I'm saying. Ant in the final stage, that motherfucker. The finals press conferences will be damn near as entertaining as the damn the game itself. But you also need a big brand to back that up though, because he's still coming from a small market. So that's what I'm like, bro. Put Boston or New York.
The Lakers would have been good. Luka and LeBron on the big stage.
Hell no, I'm cool on that shit.
Yeah, that would have been blockbuster, Nick. That shit would have been crazy.
If you ask me, man, I would have loved to have seen a rematch. If the Warriors were healthy, the Warriors against the Celtics.
I'm cool on that.
Steph
Nobody want to see that.
Yeah, Steph is worth the price of admission, Nick.
I don't want to see 6 to 7 games of Boston's head coach, that little meerkat motherfucker.
Cool, and you think we'll finally remember what the coach's name is for OKC?
I was thinking about that kid. I was thinking about that. Hey, shout out to the coach.
Yeah, I don't know what that coach. I don't even know if he may be AI.
And I promise you, I've been wanting to look it up, but I was like, no, on purpose, I'm not looking it up. I want to see if they do like a feature on him or something. I could, man, for $1 million right now, I couldn't tell you nothing about it.
He looked like an adult version of Stewie Griffin.
Yeah, so but we've seen over the last year, it's hard to repeat. I have to think whether or not they can, but that being the case,
they're not
repeating. They got one. SGA got one. Jalen Williams got one. SGA is the biggest name on there. Chet got one. Caruso has 2. Just crazy.
Crazy.
And a bunch of other randos that no one really knows. Aaron Wiggins, Cason Wallace, Lou Dort, who used to actually score pretty well until other real scorers came. Yeah. And that's it. So, and they still got 80 million draft picks left. But will this be like enough to pull people in? I don't think SGA had a lot of moments outside of that one game. And even then, that was really just big shots. There weren't no high-flying moments. So we'll see. But I'm with you, Nick. I think next year we'll be talking about a bunch of other teams outside of them. And we'll see. But they did what they needed to do. They handled their business and they won. They've been the best team in the NBA all year, and they got it done. And they needed to get done. If they would have lost this game, SGA was going to get flamed, bro.
I was gonna say a lot of shit by SGA. That's what I'm saying. Like, this is a weird finals because like you don't have anybody to blame. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like you don't have anything that was really controversial. Once Haliburton went down, it's like, okay, they won.
The game, and you know what? That's a good point. Once exactly what you said. Once he went down, it's like, oh well, why are we even watching it? Yeah, and it's like we lost a moment to see what could have been a moment.
It could have been a great one if he finishes it and like they win it all, or it's to come down to the last shot and do that shit. Yeah, that's when it would have been great. But they still ain't give a fuck about this. Just like we ain't give a fuck about Toronto's ring.
Damn. Nah. I disagree. Well, hold on. Let me reframe that. They didn't care about Toronto's ring.
We care about. Yeah, exactly. That's what I was about to say. It was about Kawhi Leonard. Nobody. You could ask any NBA fan, when did Toronto win their championship? They can't tell you the year. They know they got one. They cannot tell you the year because it's that.
And if they can tell you because of the Warrior side of it, not the Toronto side.
Exactly. They have the Warriors.
That's the year KD got hurt.
We only cared about Kawhi because he went to go to LA, and he was trying to be that, be the LeBron James killer.
How'd that work out?
It didn't work out too good. Hey, who was y'all surprise team for next year? Like your teams on the Eastern Conference and the Western Conference that'll surprise somebody next year.
Chicago. I don't have a reason. I'm just picking the team.
Oh, okay.
I'll probably have a reason Tuesday. I could probably come with a real reason Tuesday.
I was gonna say San Antonio.
I could see that. I got San Antonio. I'll take San Antonio, but I'll take the Sixers. I think the Sixers got a shot.
Get the fuck out of here.
I do.
Didn't they just re-up Embiid, Paul George, and Maxey, or was that?
Yeah, they said one. They said one more year they're gonna run it back, and then they got that top 3 draft pick. If they're smart, it's gonna be Ace Bailey. But
hey, they talking negative about Ace right now, bro.
Philly ain't doing shit.
Ace canceled the workout, so I don't know why, man. I don't know why I don't. when I say surprise, I think that they'll be back in the hunt. Now, trust me, I'm not saying they're gonna win it all.
Here
They
you
ain't
go.
winning nothing. No.
Eddie McFence.
No.
McFence.
Nope. I'm not.
Hey, it's the year though, Nick. Boston down, Indy down.
Yeah,
this your best shot.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Orlando has a better opportunity than that team.
Dang. I thought you say Detroit.
Nah, Detroit's still too young. You see, niggas can't even catch the basketball. Sean, you think Detroit go to a title next season?
I think Detroit, man, they gonna because I just believe in Chet. I mean not Chet. My boy
Cade.
I'm sorry. Why I say Chet? But I believe in Cade.
Cade is a dog. I think he's gonna be nice. He could low key be an MVP candidate next year. But his team, you gotta have more than one player to get out the first round.
Have they announced the NBA Finals winner yet? I don't see it on ESPN.
I think it may have been Jalen Williams. I don't know. The chat gotta let me know.
Marty McFly said the same thing, but B shut that down quickly. He said absolutely not. He said Detroit should go get Booker. I said the same thing. B said no. So
hell nah.
B voted it down. That's it.
Because you got Ivy already. Let him get back healthy and see what he can do. Booker ain't doing shit. I'm just telling you.
I think he's good.
Hey, Ken, if Booker was that good, they would have won the NBA Finals.
he got the Finals MVP award.
Yeah, they say he got all the votes.
Yeah, he got so now he's on the list of players with MVP, Finals MVP, and scoring title. So you got Kareem, SGA, LeBron, MJ, Shaq, KD, Kobe, Stephen Curry, and Wilt Chamberlain.
I thought y'all was saying Williams won. I was like, damn, boy, SGA can't even win in his own backyard.
And he's like the least dynamic out of all of them.
And he corny still too, because he got the golden shoes over his head.
Yeah, you saw that. You seen him do it, and I was like, don't try to do nothing. Please don't be Jason Tatum.
He's trying to make an iconic photo.
Don't be Jason Tatum.
I'm happy for him, man. I'm glad he got it done.
I'm happy for Canada because they got somebody to brag about now.
Just don't try to make it a moment.
What'd he do?
He put them gold shoes around his neck, right?
It's like, bro, I give a fuck.
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, anyway, they had that already with Jamal Murray.
Who did?
Canada.
Oh,
yeah, but he light skinned. They was looking for a dark skinned hero.
We need to put a tariff on SGA. SGA better be careful. Better not let Trump hear that shit. Yeah. Anyway, shout out to OKC. Congratulations to SGA. The coach, Jalen Williams, on winning the title. Yes. We don't normally shout out losers, but I will say I appreciate Indy. I appreciate Indy for giving us 7 games.
Yeah,
and
Nick, they helped us get closer to football.
Sheldon, did you appreciate the Warriors 7-game series that he lost to the Cavs? Do you appreciate the Warriors' contribution?
Yeah, that was good.
We do not look at that appreciation.
Nick is more basketball.
Yes, we do. Nick, that's on a different level of appreciation.
No,
this was
bruh.
Nobody wanted to watch this shit.
People talked about Draymond messing it up for Golden State and ruining that whole finals because if he didn't get suspended in Game 5, then the same shit we talking about with Haliburton. If Draymond don't get suspended in Game 5, that could be a whole different series, and LeBron can have one less ring than he got.
That's
right
a
now.
different type of game.
And that would make Steph Curry's legacy that much stronger.
As a matter of fact, we appreciate that one more than this one because they were down 3-1 and we got 7 games out of it. We did,
I didn't say about the series, Ken. I said Golden State's contribution to
yes, we do. But nobody gave India a shot for them to give us moments and stuff to talk about. Hell yeah. Yeah, bro. Mm-hmm. Look, man, just because never mind, I ain't gonna even do you like that. You still in mourning. You still in mourning. I get it.
Go ahead and say it.
No, he said that could have been us.
Nah, Sheldon.
This could have been.
Nah,
we took 8 games.
Nah, Sheldon. No politics, no BS. Go ahead and say what's on your heart, nigga. Yeah, nah, nigga, go ahead and say it.
No, this is about SGA. This is about OKC, and this is about Indy, bro. You know.
Yeah.
So I understand, man. That's why you're in all black, bro.
Hey, I was dressed for a funeral because Indy was not about to. Indy wasn't walking out alive tonight.
Hey, Nick was not happy.
Haliburton calf died tonight.
If Haliburton had got hurt and they won that game, Nick would not be on this program right now. He'd have called out Tuesday.
Hell no, yeah. You wouldn't have seen me till Tuesday.
Yeah.
And I'll be coming into work drunk.
Anyway, all right, man. Well, we'll get FIFO's thoughts, Spike thoughts, and I'm sure Q
we don't want FIFO thoughts. FIFO should have gave him tonight.
Yeah,
Q gonna say the script is in.
Yeah,
it's gonna be a conspiracy somewhere. Yeah.
Hey, real quick, man. I think I got a couple of my boys in here watching. Hey, rest in peace to one of my best friends. He passed away a couple of days ago. Hey, man, me and this dude been friends when he was 4 years old. Rest in peace to him. Love you, Dave. Sorry about that, bringing the mood down to the beginning.
Yeah, I was about to say, God damn, bro.
Yeah, man.
I thought he was like, hey, what's up, my partner? And shit like that. Nah, bro.
Yeah, man.
I was like, damn, that went like dark.
It was, man. Yeah.
Damn, I'm sorry to hear that though, but shit.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're gonna have to have a meeting about that right now. But nah, sorry to hear that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah. RP to Dave, and condolences to his family and everybody like that. So
appreciate it.
But yeah. Anyway, congrats, Rob. I guess by proxy, you can celebrate. An American team winning with a Canadian player. And then
NBA gone, Ken. That's what we're gonna talk about on Tuesday. NBA gone. It ain't American. It ain't American no more.
That's why I'm saying. That's why I don't think they give a fuck about these draft picks, bro. Because they don't want all these foreign international players like that. They can't sell them.
Right.
Hey, Rob, I was reading a story where America tried to go jump on Canada and got their ass whooped and came ass back to America. This was during the founding of the country and shit like that. This shit was crazy, bro. Yeah, this shit was wild. But anyway, because nobody talk about that, but Canada whooped up on their ass, bro. They came ass right back to America, and they act like that shit don't exist. But nevertheless, this is not dead in history. So we'll catch you guys next time. We are out. Come through Tuesday. We'll have a full analysis as well. 9 p.m. So we'll catch you guys then. We out. Peace.
Peace.
Peace.